After bombing both semester exams in my past 1L year in fall 2016 and spring 2017, no longer will I look at law school as just school and just studying. No, I'm looking at it now as a performance, academic performance, because that's what law school is, and that's what school has always been, but for whatever reason, it's just kind of been passive. But nah, we gotta take this up 5, 10, 15, 20 notches and seeing law school as a performance, something active, nothing passive. And when we talk about performance, performance is something where you test the efficiency and the inefficiency of. So when something is performing, you want something to perform at a high level. And reflecting back on my 1L year, just on a daily basis, I really didn't have nothing to govern my progress, or nor was I looking at it as a performance. It was just going to class, reading the cases, going home, briefing the cases, coming back. But to have this performance mentality, I believe just intensifies, because here's the thing, and I didn't think about this back then, but now I'm thinking like, 3 years is not a lot of time. It goes by fast. So we have to develop the skills, the habits, the performance that it takes to be the lawyers that we want to become when we become actual practicing lawyers. We don't want to wait to develop them habits when we get there. No, law school is about developing those habits, that skill set from day one, off to the races, and doing that. And that's something that I didn't do. But it's all good when you bomb, and when you, it makes you reevaluate a whole bunch of things. So this is what I'm here to do, and to just give my lesson that I took from this, and hopefully you can take something from this. So when I thought about performance, I was thinking about standards. And standards is something that we demand from ourselves and for ourselves. It's something that we live up to. For example, let's say you were going on vacation and you were booking it through a travel agent, and the travel agent was trying to book you through a 1-star hotel. More than likely like, nah, I got standards. You need to put me in a 3-star, 4-star, heck, 5-star hotel. But that's what I mean about standards. We're just not going to just date anybody or just talk to anybody. We have standards. We have a quality of living, a quality of expectations that must be met. It's a requirement, non-negotiable. So this is what I am starting to gain, this mentality of a performance and standards. I wasn't demanding things from myself and for myself when it came to law school. And now I'm kind of sectioning off a performance in all areas of law school, and the 1L year in particular, where it's an in-class performance and a class review, class preparation performance. I'm no longer calling it study. It's either I'm reviewing from class or I'm preparing for class, and that is for performance. Then you have hypotheticals, practice, problems, performance, and then legal writing, performance. So there's 4 areas that I came up with, and I have it in the description box below for you to review of some standards that I have came up with that I plan to live up to, and something that I would demand from myself every day, every single class, and even outside of class, demanding it. No exceptions, no way out, no easy way out, no shortcuts. This is what I plan to live up to. And how I plan to live up to it and demand it from myself is I'm going to track it through an Excel sheet. Yes, that sounds elementary, but we need to have these standards in place and actually know, tracking the patterns of if we are truly living up to them and actually carrying them out. So throughout the semester, I plan right after class to see if I'm actually living up to the standards, and it's something that I'm going to require for myself. Not leaving it up to just my own devices, because my own devices, just got me in this position. But if we have standards, systems in place, something that we can demand, I believe it's going to make a world of a difference. And I believe this is different from a goal. We don't necessarily live up to our goals. It's a outcome hasn't really been determined yet. But standards is more in the moment. We are only this moment. We are not the outcome that's far away of we want to perform well on one of the exams, but we have to be in the process. We have to have the behaviors, the right behaviors, moment to moment, day by day, throughout the 3-month semester, that discipline. And I believe the standards is something that we can incorporate if and when, we're going to say when we get back into law school, something that we can just take, and no matter what happens, those are the standards. So if you look at my standards, I gave it to the point to where in class performance, I want to raise my hand at least once every single class. And what I did with my standards is link it to an immediate skill development, where something that I am trying to build that skill set immediately, and then looking at the lawyer skill set and value, because we want to look at how we are developing this skill in the short term, building it up, and then the lawyer that we want to become. We have to develop that right here and right now. And as we go back into our 1L year, we can't wait. So when we think about skill set is something that we want to develop and hone in on. It's not something that is going to just happen, but it's something that we have to keep beating on and just crafting it and just developing it. So the standard is what I believe will help us, and not just go into class, just whatever. Like, no, these are the standards right here. And class review, preparation, these are the standards. So on and so forth. I don't want to go into each one because this video will probably be 30 minutes long. But I just want you to consider thinking about a high performance standards that you can come up with every single in class performance, and even class review, preparation, outside of class performance, and practice problems, and even legal writing. It's not an exhaustive list. This is just a list that I've came up with, but I'm going to add more to it, to where we know without a shadow of a doubt, this is how we govern our behavior. This is how we govern our progress. This is how we govern our discipline. This is how we can show law school that we can guarantee our success, our dominating performance on exams, and how we can show day to day, week to week, month to month, this is the progress that we are making and that we're living up to. And as we're living up to our standards, we get better, we improve, we are becoming the lawyers that we want to become in the moment. Because again, we're only this moment. We have to look at its exams as a performance. So this performance doesn't just come out of the sky. We have to develop the skills, the endurance, so that we can fully prepare and be ready for exams. I wasn't fully ready for exams because I wasn't fully living up to standards. I didn't have no systems in place. I wasn't performing throughout the semester like I should have. And maybe that's the same for you too. So it's all good. That passed, but here we are now. Let's develop, let's build something greater, greater system, greater standards. Let's guarantee our success right here and right now. You got this. We got this.